Morning guys, this is Phil from the Goose Hummock Shop coming at you. I think it's the 20th of August. Beautiful day today after the blow we just had come through. Changed things up a little bit weather wise and water temperature wise, but let's go through and start talking about freshwater first. Trout, yeah, still nothing going on. Water's too warm on the ponds, but the largemouth fishing has been really good. A load of guys from the shop have been out. We've had big fish, like 4, 5, 5.5 pound larges. Senko's has been doing well. This is one of the new lures we've got in. What's it called, Jake?
Kitex.
Kitex, there you go, the Kitex grub. Really good. We've got these and we've got a very similar one by Strike King in. We just got a big order of Strike King, a whole load of other freshwater. So if you can't get out on the salt water, come and see us. We'll kit you out for going on the local ponds. The other thing that is working really well, Jake had a 4.5 pound fish a couple of days ago on a Yozuri, and it was actually like one of the little pins, but it was a perch pattern, because the larges are really trying to eat those small perch at the moment that are hatched. So freshwater, get out there. Pretty much all of the ponds are doing okay, but focus on the larges, don't focus on trout. On the saltwater scene, it's all starting to get a bit interesting. If we go to Tuna Town first, as you know, the bites east of Chatham has been phenomenal. Ton of tuna coming out. It's a load of guys I know are only even fishing one rod because they can't get a second rod in the water basically. And you're hearing reports of people catching 10 fish a day. The great news is for all of our recreational customers, ton of smaller fish starting to move in east of Chatham. A little bit south at the moment, so you're down by the BB towards the Sword. Not so much on crab yet and up on the bank. But smaller fish are moved in. They're very deep at the moment, so people are fishing a lot of live bait. That said, we fished the canyons last weekend, and on our way in we came across 5 miles of juvenile half-beaks flapping around on the surface. As that huge volume of half-beaks moves in, those tuna are going to come off the sand hills on the bottom and they're going to start coming to surface feed. Then it becomes like game time. The troll bite will back on. We've got a whole load of chatterbait lures. We've just got a new chatterbait lure in, the side tracker bars, but also the run and gun game, which is a really good fun part of the year. We're geared up, we've got everything. We've got the Shimano, we've got the Saragossa and the Stella, which I use, and also the Twin Power 14K from Shimano. We've got the Saltigas Dogfights from Daiwa. In my opinion, those are the best 2 real choices for chasing these tuna, and a plethora of different brands of rods. Come in and talk to my guys, and then fit that out. We've got Ron Z, which so far this year has probably been the #1 bait. We've got a full range of Merv Strategic Angler, and we've also got Jason Siren in stock. But the tuna's great. It's going to get better over the next 2 or 3 weeks really as these fish start to come up. One of the things we've got in, we're a US supply for these. This is the Pratico Big Game Grip. It's an amazing way of swimming it. Basically get the hook, get the fish's jaws in that, let it go, tie it on, send it over the boat, swim your fish responsibly. If you've fought a fish for 2 or 3 hours, one of these bigger fish, you need to swim it for half an hour to 45 minutes at like 2 or 3 knots to revive the fish so you can do a safe release. Really important. These, best grips in the game, we use them. It's good enough for Dave Marciano, it's good enough for Dave Carrera, so it's good enough for all of our customers as well. But the tuna game getting really interesting. Striped bass, outer beaches are fished really well. Up until last week, the pogies were everywhere, but the pogies just moved offshore all of a sudden last Monday. With that happening, it's changing up a bit, but the stripers are still there. Just before the blow, one of our guys had a 45-inch fish just outside, on the beach basically in the evening. Nights are fishing better. Using big bottle plugs. The Outcast lures have done really well. Some of the big ocean borns have done well, and of course you got the iconics like the Magic Swimmer. But chucking big baits out there is where you want it. On the inshore side of things, Cape Cod Bay has been a little bit slow, but it's been, if you can find the pogies, you got a great chance of getting some huge fish. Captain Richie Emerson the other day had 2 40-pound fish on a charter on live pogies. And then on the bluefish side of things, you're getting them actually inside Wellfleet Harbour. They've been doing really well down the path and generally all over. Although this storm the last few days did bring a lot of cold water into the bay, so that's going to change it a bit. And yeah, yesterday was the first fishable day. Today is a glorious day, so I'm sure everybody's going to be out. You'll see more reports coming online from people in the next day or so. And then finally, the funny fish. Well, they've been caught off Nantucket. Haven't really heard of any out off of this side of the Outer Cape yet. It's coming, and next week or so they'll be here. But the bonito have been really good, and we've had some huge bonito. I've seen 5-6 pound fish on photos, which are incredibly sporting to catch. You're basically catching small tuna from the beach or from an inshore boat. The best lures, in my opinion, they're like little mighty fish epoxy jigs. Those little sort of like small, slim profile, fast moving, shiny baits do brilliantly for them. Okay, so that's about it. It's a glorious day. Get out there and go fishing. Cheers, guys.